In this activity, we're going to learn how to use the JackBord top. And the first thing we're going to do is look at how we connect the power to it. So this is part of Electronics Level 1 and it's activity number 5. To get to this and the other activities, go to jb.works and enter the TMT code at the bottom of the screen into the search prompt and you'll be taken to the activities in Level 1 Electronics. For this activity, you're going to need a fully charged JackBord, a JackBord top, and 3 female to female short jumper wires. Ideally, the jumper wires should be a red, green, and yellow, but you don't have to use these colors. You can use different colors. The main thing is the connections are correct. But ideally, you want to have it such that green is ground, yellow is 3 volts, and red is 5 volts. Now we're going to put it together. So first of all, take the top and place it on top of the JackBord. Now the top has 3 power supply pins and they're on the bottom here. So the first one is the green ground pin, the second one is the yellow 3 volt pin, and the third one is the red 5 volt pin. So basically they're these 3 here. Okay. So what we need to do is first of all take the green ground jumper wire and we're going to connect it to the green pin on the top, and that will go to the green ground pin on the JackBord. Next, we take the yellow 3 volt pin jumper wire and we're going to connect it to the 3 volt pin on the JackBord. And then finally, we'll take the red 5 volt line and connect it into the 5 volt pin on the JackBord. So when you're done, they should look like this. If you've done it correctly, when you turn the JackBord on, the red 5 volt light on the top should light up and the yellow 3 volt light on the top should light up. If you see both of these turned on, that means you've got it correct. If not, check your connections. Check your connections against these pictures. Another thing to keep in mind is that on some of the JackBords, the 5, 3 and green pins are on the right hand side. It doesn't really matter which side they're on. The main thing is that from the top, the ground pin goes to the corresponding ground pin on port D. Likewise, the 3 volts goes to the 3 volt pin and the 5 volts goes to the 5 volt pin. If you follow that, you're fine. In this view, we see the connections looking up from the bottom of the JackBord towards port D. And again, note that in this particular JackBord and most of the newer ones, the 5 volt, 3 volt and ground pins are on the left hand side. On some of the older JackBords, they are located on the right hand side. It doesn't really matter. The main thing is that your ground pin from the top goes to the ground pin on port D, the 3 volt line from the top goes to the 3 volt line on port D, and likewise the 5 volts from the top goes to the 5 volts on port D. For more information, visit jb.works.